Embrace your enemy. Because that's how we melt the boundaries. Love without being loved. That's how we melt the boundaries. Give without receiving. That's how we melt the boundaries. We're now at this stage. We're actually headed, as everybody knows, 4 years down the road. That magic date, December 21st, 2012. 1,609 days away. I count them. Sitting in my jail wall, one more down. Soon we'll be free. We're all prisoners, you know. Credit cards, money. Mark them down. Oh, 1,608 days. 1,607. Oh, sweet. We're going there. And what's that going to be? That's why we're talking about what we're talking about now. Dissolve the boundaries. We're going to the place of the genuine human. We're going to the place where we are going to experience a quantum mind wave. It will ripple through and shake things up, and people who are holding on to a lot of stuff are going to feel really confused. Holding on to stuff inside of themselves as much as holding on to stuff outside of themselves. Some people say, oh, I've become free, I don't have those attachments, but inside they got this idea about themselves and that idea about themselves and that idea about somebody else. You know, nature doesn't care about human opinions. Just like this rain that came today. This rain is very impartial. It doesn't care if we had something planned or not. So they got to rain. I got to pour. I got to make mud. Doesn't care about our plans, about our opinions, about even what we think. What we think doesn't matter at all. You can think about, you can be thinking about one thing and get yourself all up, and then 2 minutes later you'd be thinking about something else. And it's like what you were thinking about that never even happened. That's why it's really good to know your own mind. So we're headed, where we're headed right now, it's called the path of becoming a genuine human. It's called, we're going to a place where the big mind wave is going to come. And that's why right now it's really good for yourself and for the earth to practice universal forgiveness, unconditional love. Act without prejudice, act without bias, examine your own mind. Everybody who's here can do this. Everybody can stop, and they can take a deep breath, and they can just watch their thoughts. You just sit there, wow, what a circus. That's my mind. We're inventing stories all the time. We're saying this happened to me because, and you have a story because it'll make you feel better to think that way. Or that this happened to me because, Saturn's in my 10th house. We're at this point where we just want to be simple and straightforward and honest about ourselves and what we're doing with ourselves. That's really the basic point that we're talking about. And it's universal forgiveness. Universal forgiveness is the universal solvent. Practice it by saying, we're all the same human. In Lakesh, I am another yourself. You are another me. I am another you. Whatever pain, joy, anguish, delight I go through, you go through it too. Universal forgiveness. I forgive myself and I forgive you. I forgive myself and I forgive you. We are one. Where are we going? We're going to the place where we are going to find out in ways we can't imagine how one we are. We're going to the place where we realize we are the cells of the mind of the earth. Say to yourself, I am one with the earth. The earth and myself are one mind. I am one with the earth. The earth and myself are one mind. I am one with the earth. The earth and myself are one mind. I am one with the earth. The earth and myself are one mind. Practice this. This is a beautiful, beautiful vibration here. The toning and the singing, when we came in, was really beautiful. It was pure heart. We, as a culture of peace, as a people of peace, who know the meaning and the value of time as art, we have a great responsibility to be ourselves and to remain ourselves. Because there is no other real living culture of peace but this culture of peace that is gathered here right now and gathered, multiplied, replicated, reflected, mirroring itself wherever these day out of time peace through culture festivals are happening. This is the culture of the future. This is the seed. One and infinity. The portal to the future. We have a great responsibility to be who we are, to remain that way, to be in our integrity, to become genuine humans, people who know that art is the beginning of love. That when we create art, when we make art, that we are actually making love. Because that's the opposite of making war. It's the opposite of aggression. And even if you got some aggression in you and you start making art, you work your aggression out because you're making love. You're turning your aggression into love, and you're making art, and that's making love. Art is the beginning of love. And that's the essence of the culture of peace.